love, blessings, and honor. Thanks for joining us. I'm your co-host, Eyes Red.
And I'm your co-host, Reality Soldier.
And we are Garvey's Ghost in the spectrum of roots. You know, we look at something, you know, don't say it already.
Intro, you know?
Yeah.
I thought the intro.
So we got a great one today. Where are we again? Where are we?
We're in Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. Josie.
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 Joburg.
Yes. So it's great to be here, receiving the wonderful hospitality of a beautiful family.
Absolutely.
And a very notable, stalwart pioneer.
Yes.
In the thing.
Tell me, sir.
Tell the people who we are.
Okay, so today we're at Moja Urban Culture Centre with the one and only King Roots.
Yes,
Greetings, King Roots.
Greetings, Diana.
How you doing?
Best of love.
That's
Best of
good.
love. Give
It's an
thanks,
honour to have you here, man.
Yes,
An interview.
It's an honor for me to be here to come meet the idol.
Yes,
King.
absolutely.
Wow.
Same way, my lord.
Yes.
Same way, yes.
And to meet your lovely family as well.
beautiful.
What, man have a family, you say, man. What? Man have,
Beautiful.
him have a family and him have a team.
Innit? A team, innit? Good to go.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
King.
Some people call it the tribe, you know?
The tribe.
That's even better.
Yes, King.
real.
Sure, I know.
So let's start at the beginning, like where you were born, your parents, siblings. Let's start taking it from the beginning of the
Let's
journey.
talk about the beginning of the journey. Yeah.
All right, so I was born in Brooklyn, New York,
Okay.
but my parents are originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
yes.
part of Trinidad and Tobago?
They're from Belmont,
Okay.
so that's in Port of Spain.
Right.
That's,
Town.
that's it.
Yeah.
100%, right.
Which part of Brooklyn? Which part?
Flatbush.
Flat. Where else?
So
Crown Heights?
not okay, because now Flatbush, you have East Flatbush. and
Oh,
you
is
have-
it?
So I'm more on East Flatbush side,
right, right.
yeah. Troy Avenue. Yeah,
Okay.
representing Troy Avenue, massive
Hey,
pick up,
big up
you know what I
the
mean?
man
Yes, I can, yeah. So,
Okay. So you was born in, how long were your parents in New York before you were born?
my parents moved to America in the 60s.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so my mother was like how can I say, she was like a helper to a family, and then my father was also came in as a orthopedic technician in the hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Right.
so they moved there, and then after a while they bought my brothers because I have two older brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, now Rastawanda and
Okay.
Ras Brian.
All right.
Yeah, so now Rastawanda. Okay, but I don't want to jump too fast, but yeah, so I have two brothers, and then I was born in
Right,
Brooklyn. Yeah.
So it's three of you.
So it's three of us all together.
Three boys.
So
Yeah, I
they
don't
landed
jump the
in
gun.
New York first, or
Huh?
did they move right? Landed New York.
They
that was
also
where they-
landed in New York. They were also born.
Now,
in
when your
Trinidad.
mother and when your parents came to America, they went straight to New York. They didn't go to say,
No,
New Jersey.
my mother and father was in Maryland. First.
Oh, in Maryland.
Yeah, there was a Maryland side.
Whereabouts? And
That I wouldn't know
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah, I know exactly. They started.
big up all the Maryland people.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, Baltimore and Rockville and
You know,
Gaithersburg
yeah,
and
you know.
all crew.
Yes,
Mo
yeah.
County, baby.
That
Sorry
I
to
don't
get
know.
that in.
Were you visiting?
No, my family all live over there.
Killer. All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's it is. Yeah. So they moved over to New York because my uncle now was in New York first.
Okay.
Yeah, so he invited them over to stay
Alright.
with them. So they must have lived by him for probably about a year or so.
Okay.
Yeah, then they moved over to it's not Crown Heights, it's more like Crown Heights, downtown Brooklyn side, them side there.
Right.
Then we moved over to Troy Avenue, and then
Okay.
then I come through.
So what was life like for a young King Roots?
In
Them time
New
they
York.
was Prince Roots, that's true.
I wasn't even Prince Roots because the roots come from my brothers and them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
Right.
it's them was Rasta first.
Right.
Yeah, it's them who had to go through the sufferation
Tribulation.
first and the tribulation first,
Oh.
because in the 70s, because my brothers in the 70s and early 80s, my brothers and them was teenagers.
Right.
That time there, I was a small youth, so like in the 70s, I was like only like 9 years old.
Right,
I was
right.
born 1970, so that let you know that. So when Rastafari came into the scene, it was like 79, 78.
Right.
So me now, I was with the parents,
Right.
pushing it away.
Okay.
While my brothers in them was like, we're trying to change
Bringing
the whole
it.
thing.
And at that
Bringing it.
time, the whole immersive subculture for young people
Right.
was Rastafari,
Was-
the
was-
music, the whole thing.
Well, in the States, there was a lot of things coming in, but I know it was a spiritual time.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a spiritual time. There was a lot of gurus.
Okay.
At the time, a lot of gurus was coming
Post
around.
hippie kind of thing.
Hippies, and there was also that back to Africa,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, type of thing also going on, you know what I mean.
Okay.
So the I could say, and I have to say the Jamaican brothers that came through
Yes.
at that time were pushing that Rastafari.
And that influence was there from decades before
From
Marcus
decades.
Garvey and all of that movement.
Yes, King. Yes. So my brothers picked it up.
So I picked up on something that you said. I cut you. Where you said you was with your parents and there was they weren't too thrilled or enamored by it.
No way, no how. No way, no
Okay.
how. No way, no. As I got older, I have an overstanding.
Right.
But in the beginning, they made it seem like my brothers and them were possessed.
Right.
Yeah, like something like they, again, through the marijuana.
Right.
So through the marijuana, they smoked something, because that was the talk.
Yeah.
You smoke something, now you're going mad.
Mad,
You're
yeah.
going something else now. So they made it seem like you're like hell on earth that came to the house, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so but as you know, as we got older, you know what I mean, we
Yes.
got wiser, you know what I mean? But in the beginning, it was horrible.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah,
but-
it was tough. And then on top of that, it's not even the mindset. You're growing your hair in them nasty hairstyle, man.
brother-
That would have been an abomination.
Brother, I seen my dad put my brothers in headlocks. Yeah. I seen my dad take their crowns, cut them up.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like I said, it was a battlefield.
Battle, yeah.
It was a battlefield, but however, they conquered.
Yeah. Tell us
They
about
conquered.
school then, when you first started school. How did that go for you? 'Cause that would have been in New York, right?
That would be now, what we talking now? Public school? We talking junior high
No,
school?
junior high, like the
Because
first
if we're
school,
going into junior high school now, right?
or the first stages of school.
First day of schools is no problem. You know,
Yeah.
public schools was school. I can't
Okay.
complain nothing like that. It's junior high schools when the
Right.
when the madness started, and as in the junior high school, that's where the roots came out.
Okay.
You see, because now there was since in the beginning there was that influx of now the West Indians coming into America.
Right.
There was that generation of us now raising up. So let's just say when junior high school in seventh grade, I could say it was me and 3 other Jamaican brothers.
Right.
Right? Started to go to school and we started wearing the jackets with the red, gold, and green.
Okay.
And I used to take my brother's jackets with the red, gold, and greens. Because now we were going to a school, and this was in the 50s, this is Winthrop Junior High School.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not really sorry to say this, but the mindsets of the black Americans was horrible, my
Okay.
lord. You go to school as a freshman, because remember now, you're coming into school now, these are people that were stealing your what? Sneakers,
Yeah.
stealing your pants,
Yes.
stuff like that. But when you wear the red, gold, and green,
Right. The shield.
the shield came in effect. I was like, wait a minute, this thing got, you see, I actually took my brother's jacket
Right.
and went to school and realized that what? This thing's got
See,
Right.
Even my next brethren too, also, he now started wearing his elder brother stuff. It's like there's 3 brothers that linked up. It was me, a brother named Junior Garvey, and another brother named Winston James. Even
Right.
to today, we are still friends, you know?
Cool.
But we were together in the beginning, you know?
Cool.
We was the only one sticked out.
I think it's understated. Maybe it's acknowledged more now, but the influence of the Caribbean, particularly Jamaican culture,
Yes.
in New York particularly, because it was such a large community. If you're leaving Jamaica, you're going to either Miami or you're going to New York.
Right.
And all the musicians, we could reel off the number of hip hop artists whose mom, parents, or whatever
Influence,
is from the Caribbean.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, it's very, very strong.
Because during those days, I'm not lying to you, during those days, Jamaicans were hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, everything bad
Yeah.
was a Jamaican.
Yardies, innit?
Everything
before
bad
that.
was a Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't want to be associated with that.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? Stealing, Jamaican. Hustling, Jamaican.
Drugs.
Drugs, Jamaican. Crime, petty crime, Jamaican. They had a bad label. I'll say they had a bad label in the early 70s. Late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
You know? But as the Rastafari or the roots culture of the music and stuff like that, that is all influenced by my brothers.
Right.
Yeah, all of everything.
So you definitely were there and witnessing the changes, and it would have been a time of change for an emerging teenager anyway.
Yes, King. Yes.
So elaborate more on that now, on this whole Rastafari and how it impacted on your life and everything. How did it go?
Well, like I said, at first I rejected it because not that I did reject it because of ignorance. I rejected it because I didn't know about it, and I listened to my parents. Any young child would listen for, especially a mother. A young child would
Were
listen
they
to.
church-going people?
My father was not a church-going man, but he comes from the lineage
Right,
of that.
right.
Okay.
What they say when my grandparents are staunch people. Yeah, proper, prim, Trinidad, keep it clean, no
Yes.
problems, don't want no issues. Clean, you know what I mean? Everything
Make
just
sure
clean
your
and
brush good and
my lord, everything must be
Clothes pressed.
shoe polished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Don't slouch.
But that's that dignity that we,
Yeah.
the only thing we had was our dignity. So it's
Yes.
that kind of thing.
So that's what it was. But now my father, he's more chill. So I think it was what my mom's used to trigger him. Yeah,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
We need that strong punch.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then she put the fear in me, you know what I mean? But once I realized that, hey, this thing is, we started digging deeper. Now the music came in. Yeah. So now when my brothers and them now used to listen to music now, let's be honest, because it was dub, reggae versus the trend of the new hip hop that's coming in now.
Okay.
You know, the Sugar Hill Gang and all these
Yes.
other ones that's coming in now.
Right.
So you saw that my brothers and them now, their music, they used to take off the treble, they used to take off the tweeters, and all you used to hear is
Bass.
so and trust me, these brothers are having a joy. They are having a nice time with it. And you couldn't understand, you know, what it is. You know what I mean? There was a song they used to play. Let me just get it in there because Horace Andy. Money, money, money.
Oh, yeah.
People, root of body. Stuck in my head. You see what I'm trying to. That one, I used to keep on repeat. All right, let's move forward now. There is a sound system called King David Hi-Fi. King David Hi-Fi came to our house because those days basement parties was running things.
Right.
Yeah, so we had a basement downstairs. And King David came in with, I think, about 3 or 4 amplifiers. Yeah, and you know, all the other stuff that come with it. He had a hi-fi system.
Right.
And they introduced me to the music through that. Gave me the microphone and was like, you know, just say little 1 or 2 words and stuff like that. And I didn't know what I was saying. We're just playing around with it, but I was fascinated with it.
Right.
The echo, everything like that.
Intrigued you.
Yeah, and from that, I think it is. I just moved on from there. Yeah, I just moved on from there. Then I think around 84, 85, we're now going into the ending of junior high school, and then Sling Ting came out.
Okay.
And then there was that Sling Ting era that took hip hop and kicked hip hop out the world. Everybody was just Sling Ting. Every car everywhere was Sling Ting.
Right.
Everywhere. So the whole school, let's say like my last year of school, last year of junior high school, going into high school, was so-called the beginnings of dancehall reggae. Yeah.
So growing up in New York at that time in the 70s, was there still a predominance or relevance of Marcus Garvey in the teachings? Was that vibe still happening in New York at the time? No.
70s was not really Garvey. Was the introduction of Rasta and I think Nation of
The
Islam.
nation, yeah.
Islam,
of course.
okay.
They were pushing more
Right.
than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, I remember, and remember, everybody didn't like, even Nation of Islam, they didn't like Rastas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you smoke ganja,
Yeah.
you grew your hair, you didn't want this, they didn't want that radical look, that
Right.
radical stuff. So it was everybody, so-called staunch Christians, everybody was pushing Rasta
Right.
away, you see? But Rastafari prevailed. It still kicked
I think it's also a matter of obviously the nation wouldn't have Rasta wouldn't have endeared themselves to the nation because the nation was trying this with the bow tie and everything clean, regimented and in order and trying to save people in jail.
Yes.
But Rasta was almost like the opposite, that sort of almost from the outside very
100%.
indisciplined.
100%.
The way you have your hair is not kept
100%.
nice. You're smoking weed and the whole thing. You're like, but
100%.
I think the nation wasn't necessarily pro-Africa.
President Pro-Africa, yeah, because that's what they would have did. They would have pushed you to.
Yes.
The nation knew that if we'd have kept it up, you would have discovered Garvey.
Yes.
But the nation really wanted you to go Malcolm X.
Right.
Yeah, but see, and not late Malcolm X.
Yes.
Early Malcolm X.
Right.
Post-hard.
Yeah, because late Malcolm X was talking Africa.
Yeah, of course.
When
Yeah.
he was related to
Yes.
Garvey.
Yeah, you see, and it would have led you to,
Yeah.
and again, if you dig deep again, then you would have found that what in the nation also, there was Garveyites also.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, well,
Spin-offs, they were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
spin-off. You know what I mean? You
a
know?
lot of principles come from those teachings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see? So that's what is coming to the 70s. The 80s era, how they, I think, how they attempted to change the whole spectrum was through the drugs.
Right.
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to say. When I think of the late 80s, I just think of the dark. It's like it was a dark time. Like there was no sun in the sky. It was just because it was
that the crack
crack
epidemic?
era, my
Yeah,
God.
Reaganomics, that whole thing,
Reaganomics,
crack. Yeah.
Crack era. It turned so-called, I mean, I don't want to say so-called. I don't want to call it like that because there were some nice brothers there, but they got caught up in the situation. They say Rastafari at one time, them turned crackhead.
Yeah.
Turned crackhead.
So apart from your brothers, who were the other elders and peers promoting Rastafari?
Cousins.
So all
cousins,
mainly family.
Cousins, yeah. And then there'll be one or two strong brothers from because my brothers and them had a crew of guys, man. I ain't lying to you.
Okay.
Yeah, they had tons of guys coming out. Because my parents, once they broke that with my parents,
Right.
my parents freed up.
Okay.
Because my brothers, anytime that's one thing I can say about my older brother, right? It's Rastawanda. Jah rest his soul. He moved to Zimbabwe. He passed away in Zimbabwe also.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have one brother. He came here also.
Right.
And then one is the one that stays in Newark, New Jersey now.
Right.
He stayed behind, but he made sure, because those days there was no like books.
Okay.
Too much on His Majesty and Rastafari and stuff like that, but the Bible. He made sure and deal with my mother on a different level.
Right.
That he humbled her down.
Okay.
He humbled her down.
Yeah.
That even the wig
Right.
come off.
Okay.
Okay.
Got natural again.
She had natural hair and she used to twist, braid it up
Plait,
and put on a wig.
Right.
It came off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's again, I was like, wow, okay.
That's
You went from that to that. You
There's
know what I'm
real
saying?
strength in that.
You see, once you, again, that's why I always stress knowledge. Once you get the knowledge and you humble and you just listen, don't yell, just listen to one another. You'll see you're going to find something there that unites one another. And I saw that with my with my brothers and my mother and my father, you see, and my mother and father.
Okay.
So time I got to high school, I went to George Wingate High School. George Wingate High School was known for aeronautics, because you could learn to fly planes there and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say it's a tech school. It wasn't really too much tech. And I think computer science was now coming into also. I think, those times, that's like, we're talking like 88. We're talking like 88,
Yeah.
88, 87, them times there. The school was predominantly West Indian.
Right.
Predominantly West Indian.
Okay.
If you were Black American, you were still like, yeah man. You lost your Yankee thing. It's gone. You
Fit in it.
whoever was Black American in that area, East Flatbush, has now moved out or shifted.
Right.
Or shifted. You're now rolling up your
prevailing
pants.
culture.
You're now wearing there's these shoes.
Travel Fox.
Travel Fox. You're not wearing Travel Foxes.
Travel
You're now
Fox,
wearing Clarks now. You know what I'm saying? You're no longer Adidas. Adidas is going out. Pumas is going out. Everything is now changed up now. You see what I'm trying to? You're now in your military clothes now.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody just turned military. You get your Kango now. Everybody's in Kangos now.
What sense did you get that Bob Marley? I know when Bob's passing was like 1980, wasn't it?
Yeah, early
and you
80s.
had a sense that the wider community, even the white community, had a begrudging respect and admiration for this man and his music.
We wasn't big enough Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I am not lying to you. Because Bob Marley's that we were getting was softcore Bob Marley. Right. Let's get together. And all this.
But did you find that the wider community, you might have found some acceptance through that little tiny gateway that Bob Marley might have forced open? Because I found a little bit of that.
No,
Especially when I went to America.
I didn't get too much of this influence of Bob Marley in New York, because Brooklyn likes this gritty underground type of vibe,
Right.
hardcore,
Right.
dancers, like as you mentioned, gunshot,
Yeah.
dub plate.
Yeah.
It could have sort of evolved into.
Yeah,
It went from to dubbing to niceness to this hardcore
Got you.
dub
Yeah.
plate rap mixed with dancehall.
Sound clash and
Turned into something different, which was a good thing, was a revolutionary thing.
Right.
We wasn't really fighting one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really a fight for one another. But it did turn into like today, like okay, you say 90s now versus East Flatbush versus UK mass, because UK would be there was a UK massive, but that was like up Crown Heights.
okay.
Crown Heights massive.
Okay.
They said like they had a little vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it did turn into that, you know what I mean? But it was still for the love of music.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, it was still for the love of music. Yes, King.
So who were your first influential Rasta musicians and artists?
My first,
Because it wasn't Bob and you know, who was you getting in New York?
it wasn't Bob Marley. Let's say, man, like who we've heard, because I told you the first one I heard and that was drilled into my head, and that was
Horace
That was
Andy.
Horace
Right.
Andy.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And then from what I hear from them, or then like Dennis Brown.
Oh, okay.
You
right.
know, my brothers used to have pictures of burning spear on the walls.
Right.
Yeah, so these are the ones I would listen to. You know what I mean? But then now you say, okay, let's talk about King Roots era. When you say now, we now starting off going to the dance. So now we're talking about General
The
Levi.
sorry to cut you. The
Huh?
King
Sorry.
Root started in New York then?
Started in New York, started in
Right.
Brooklyn, New York, right.
Okay.
And then like I said, it started off with, I could literally say 3 brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 younger brothers.
Right.
And that was me, a brother named Winston James, and a brother named Garvey, Junior Garvey, right? So say Roots is on Troy Avenue, Troy between Leonard, because that's another thing you got to remember too also too now, right? Because after that era of my brothers came in, it has coming now as the youth now,
Right.
the new youth now,
Right.
right. Every other block, there was a sound system.
Okay.
I mean, it started to just,
Right.
Same in London. Yeah.
Yeah.
and we all started in basements.
Yep.
I have a basement party today. Next week is the other man basement party, and we start like it's just spread it. We all just knew that what we don't go to the 90s because the 90s now is the hardcore Jamaicans and those brothers
Right.
parties always end up with papa.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And the only reason that as we learn later on now, it wasn't that it was the nature, it was just politics.
Right.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
What they were doing in Jamaica, they brought it to New York.
Yeah.
So no one knew that. Everybody was like, yo, Jamaicans are just wild.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just shooting up the party. You know, they had a tendency not like no one, it got so bad, especially when that crack era came in.
Right.
It got so bad, they didn't want no Jamaicans really to, you want reggae, but we don't want a reggae DJ. We don't want a Jamaican DJ.
Right.
Yeah, because he's going to come with what? That. But the P&P and this thing,
all that
they're going to
energy.
come with that.
Right.
You see, we want somebody that's going to play the music, love the music, and DJ the music.
Yeah.
That's another thing also within that era too. The Yardie man, them when they started off now, they were on a pull up, you know, one thing. And why now? Remember, now we have a collaborations of West Indian children. Now I'm from Trini background, Jamaican background, Bayesian background, Haitian background,
Yeah.
Grenadian background, Brazilian, everybody's Guyanese background.
Right.
So we all into what? We're in America. We're going to do what Americans do, which is what? We're going to DJ.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to spin the vibes. You know, when the beginning it was chanting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chanted. So pull up,
Yeah.
next side, ride the rhythm, blah, blah, blah. But that's not doing the party wants to.
Right.
We want that DJ now. That's where now we come and reflexing. So now we coming in out to which is rocking at that time. Tyen, Rankin Tyen,
Yeah.
General Levi, Slim Smith, Coco T. So these are more influence. Coco T, Admiral Tibbet.
Right.
These are the singers.
Don Carlos?
Don Carlos
really?
is my brother in them.
Oh, right, okay. I'm just thinking of me.
That's my brother in them. Don
yeah,
Carlos.
yeah.
Like I said, D Brown.
Yeah.
D Brown made it over to us also, yeah.
Yeah.
But it started with my brother in them because now D Brown now went more. Because I think my brother in them, he was more hardcore.
Right.
Yeah. But when it came when she shifted over, now it's more lovers. Shifted into lovers. Yeah, Sanchez.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are the ones now that influence. Then you got your shabarangs. Again, going upwards, your bourgeois. I'm skipping a lot of people, but
Yeah.
bourgeois
Get the sense,
going.
though.
Yeah, we're going up. We're going up. You see? So that's like going into the 80s, into what? 90s. Yeah.
So how big was your sound? Like, have you got a big
When we
set?
started, when I
Yeah.
first started. No.
Yeah, no, like established King Roots in New York.
When we started off with 4 bottoms because that was the mandatory.
Right.
Don't come to no dance with no 2 bottoms.
That's right.
And the mid and the thing and talking about your sound.
Yeah.
You could say you're upcoming. That's what they used to
Right.
say you.
Right.
You're
Okay.
upcoming sound.
Okay.
But when you get 4 bottoms, 2 mids, 2 high mids, 3 to box.
Yep.
If you get a horn on top,
On top.
number 1. We now stem to a sound system.
Authenticity.
You're now stem to sound system. now.
right, good.
Are you a killing sound system? You had to get dub plates.
Yeah.
If you're not a killing sound system, don't say or don't challenge any sound.
That's right.
Yeah, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Do your DJ thing. You're gonna get gigs.
Right.
If you run your mouth talking about no, my son can this,
Yeah.
you better defend it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you better defend it, and you're prepared to lose it too. Yeah.
So when
yeah.
your sound was fully established in New York now, what was it?
With-
4 bins, 8 bins?
We started off with 4
Okay.
bins. 4
Okay.
bins. Again, like I said, 4 bins, 2 minutes, and then you're official. That means now you can go into the clubs.
Yeah.
You now graduated from the basements.
Right.
Yeah. Because now parents don't want your sound in their basements no more.
Yeah.
Because now mommy's upstairs and daddy's upstairs, and you're tearing down the place now.
So
You know what
how
I'm
did the transition happen then? Because, I mean, King Roots is now based in Africa.
Okay, so you want
So-
to skip the whole 90s ago?
well, not really. We could, like, you know
Well,
what I
okay,
mean?
'cause like I say, in the 90s, again, so now we go into 90s now. So 90s now, I have now established at least about 4, 8, 12 bottoms now.
That's what I'm
Something.
saying, yeah.
Now we went from the 4
Right.
straight to the 12. But however, again,
And you're still in New York at this
and I'm
time.
still in New York at this
That's
time.
the point I was trying to make, yeah.
So as we are in, I'm not going to say me. I'm going to say we, because
Right.
it was always been a conglomerate with me and
course,
brothers.
of course,
yeah.
yeah.
I would never leave out the brothers. So my other brothers now, who we first started off with, saw that now the reggae itself was shifting into something different again. That's not again. We're going into the bourgeois now.
Yeah.
We're going into the early stages of what you say dancehall vibes now. You're getting hiring now for weddings. You're getting hired now for carnivals and sessions and stuff like that now. So my main brothers, they fell aside, and I got some new set of brothers now.
Okay.
And this is the brother called DJ Scratchator.
Okay.
DJ Scratchator, now today, he DJs for Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but in the beginning, he started off with us. No, he started off with a group called the Fun Bunch. So the Fun Bunch will play hip hop, reggae, and calypso.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not doing the dub plate, because if you're not doing the dub plate clashing thing in New York, you're not saying nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Either you're going to do that, or you're going to shift into the multiverse, and you're going to
Yeah.
get the
Party
hip hop.
scene.
You're going to get the party
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
I wasn't doing the dub plate thing. The reason why I didn't do the dub plate thing because it was not fair. It was not, in my eyes, it was not a fair because first of all, a lot of the Jamaican brothers who were there, or the Jamaican sound systems who were there in New York City, used to get free dubs.
Yeah.
How are you going to go against that?
Exactly.
Two, there's a lot of crack dealers going on there. There's a lot of crack going on. There's a lot of crack money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these artists was getting paid
Big money.
ridiculous money, my
Silly
lord.
special, yeah.
My lord, for specials.
I know.
Ridiculous money.
Silly.
I'm not taking that. I'm not. And even if I did have that type of cash, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'd rather buy a house.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'd rather buy an apartment block. You know what I mean? At least now I'll be sitting there. I'm getting rent money off the stage. By now, I'm sitting out. Now, even today, right? I know men like that. I know a lot of guys like that. They got stacks of dub plates. Stacks. It's not doing nothing.
Exactly.
It's just
Gathering
sitting there.
dust, yeah.
And now in this modern time, I hate to jump like that. In this modern time now, they said these days you could get AI to sing a song for you now.
Yeah.
So you see how the thing
mad.
go. Yeah. So that's what happened. We transitioned from that of saying I'm going to be a hardcore sound system because that my whole brother's era of playing dub and stuff like you forget it. You can't play it. In New York, you're not going to get that. No one is going to come to your dance.
Right.
No one's going to come to us. But if you say you're going to mix it up, you're going to play a little calypso, soca, a little
Yep.
dub, little dancehall reggae.
And you do it right.
And you do it right, you're mixing on time,
Yeah.
we are there.
Yeah.
Because in my era, when a promoter hires you, the promoter knows.
Right.
The DJ is the most important thing to this party. So alcohol, everything is there. Keep them happy. He's going to keep the people happy.
Yeah.
Food is selling. Peppers in the food. More drinks is buying.
Yeah.
He's happy.
That's right.
That's how it works.
So true.
You know what I'm saying? He's happy.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So we ran that up. We ran that up until about 90, 95, 96. Meantime, within that time, say, because my brothers is now already left. My elder brother, he got tired of New York. And he went to come to where? Africa. He met up with Ras Cheza. Then we got Ras, I think he met Ras Dawit. Big up Melody Music.
Right.
Big up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Ras Dawit. He met all the Ras Jabalani. There's a lot of Rases that I think they were coming here after the Bob Marley.
Right.
Because Bob Marley, big up Zimbabwe. Today's Zimbabwe's independence also. You guys know that, right?
Yeah,
today.
that's right. Yeah,
Today. Big up to Zimbabwe.
Yes,
Zimbabwe.
love Zimbabwe.
You know what I mean? So after Bob, I think, came to Zimbabwe and sang that. That's when the second wave, I think, of Rasta started coming.
Yeah.
Because I think the first wave came from Haile Selassie.
Yes.
When they went to Jamaica and told, no,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
land there.
Yeah, yeah.
And they all went to Shashamane.
Yeah.
The second wave was with Bob Marley.
Right.
Yeah. So my brother then left. So during that time when my brother's gone, cassettes used to come from us to Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah, and a little bit in South, because Ras Chez, I don't know if he was selling Kingwood's cassettes here in South Africa, but I know Zimbabwe definitely.
Right.
That's a definite. Zimbabweans know Kingwood's cassettes was going there. So now in 1997 and I think 96, 97, my brothers and them, they saw how America was running. They saw how things was going. They used to tell me, stop wasting your time. Come to Africa. Stop wasting your time. Come to Africa. Stop wasting your time. Why are you wasting your time here? Why are you wasting your time here? And then they always used to put in my head, this is a ticking time bomb. Because then let me go back to again now. Remember from the early 90s going into 2000, right? There was that death of the computers and everything was going to shut down.
Right.
So they used to tell me, like,
the
by
millennium
2000,
bomb.
the millennium bomb,
yeah.
By 2000, what are you staying here for? There's not going to be anything here, you know what I'm saying? There's not going to be nothing here. So in 1998, I took my first trip.
Okay.
And I came out here. Yes,
Africa.
yes, sir.
You reach.
All right. Tell me how it go.
Yeah, so in 98, I made my first trip. My first trip was I went from Cape Town. I was in Cape Town for a while. And then from Cape Town, I went to Zimbabwe. And I spent 6 months. No, sorry, I spent 1 month in Cape Town and 4 months in Zimbabwe with my brother. I didn't do nothing. I just came there.
Your brother was living in Zimbabwe.
My brother was living in Harare, Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
My older brother, Rastawanda. And he set himself up that side there.
Okay.
Like I said, I think his 3 brothers that lined up. It was Ras Tawanda, Ras Chieza, and Ras Gabri. So Ras Gabri was, I think, in Cape Town. Ras Chieza was in Johannesburg, and my brother was in Zimbabwe. They were called the African Shumba.
Okay.
Yeah, so they had set them. They were there from the 80s, so they had set themselves up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm coming in the second wave.
Right.
You see, just to come and see what's
Next
the vibes.
generation.
Next generation again. So when I came to Zimbabwe, I immediately fell in love.
Okay.
I immediately fell in love.
Wow.
I did my time. I went to see all the attractions, everything. Cape Town again, seeing all the attractions and everything. The only issue I had with Zimbabwe is just that it was just a major slowdown from coming from the city, coming from New York. That's the only thing. But otherwise, loved it to the core. Right. So when I got back in, I just came back into America. I tried to tell as much people as possible, let's go, let's pack it up. They just thought they thought somebody did something to me. They thought they worked.
Right.
Yeah, they thought somebody worked magic on me.
Okay.
Or put something in my food or something like that. To see that I would leave, you know what I mean, while how I'm talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, forget these brothers. I'm just going to save my money. And in 6 months or so, I just saved up my money again. I bought my ticket. I took my turntables, I took my records and I did my first show in, I think in 2000. Yeah, for 2000, I did my first show in Zimbabwe. I met Zimbabwe's #1 sound, that was Jabi, Stereo One.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a nice one there. And then from there I came to South Africa, and then I linked up with at that time it was the Admiral and Jasid. That was here. That was in Yeovil, in Rocky Street. Yeah. So then after that, now that's when the mission started. Yeah. Right. So after that, because it was always 6 months.
Right.
I do 6 months in, 6 months out.
Right.
6 months in,
Yep.
6 months out.
Yeah,
6 months in, I go to America, work, save, out.
Right.
Come to Africa, see how, you know what I mean? Again, humble, listen, learn, chill, see where I could find myself, see when I could find myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would have been a hell of a time. I mean, you're going from one of the fastest cities on
Yes,
earth
sir. Yes, sir.
to
Yes, sir.
by
Yes, sir.
comparison, a fairly
Yes, sir.
rural kind of.
Yes.
How did you find getting things done, the bureaucracy and stuff like that? Things you wanted to do.
Like I said, you had to find placement because it was between South Africa, and then South Africa is very big. You know what I mean? So it's between Cape Town and Johannesburg.
Right.
I want to say that's like two countries itself in itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's Cape Town, Johannesburg. Durban wasn't even included. Right. You see, I did do Durban, but there was nothing, let's say, reggae orientated in Durban in those like early 2000s. If they were there, I didn't see it. I never saw it because I was along the beach line and everything like that. I did never see it. I did Zambia. Zambia was like being in Zimbabwe, but Zimbabwe was more fast-paced than Zambia. I did Botswana, but Botswana was very slow. You know, and then and Botswana was like Gaborone is a very small city. It's more like a town. So from choosing from Zimbabwe, I chose Johannesburg. I prefer Johannesburg. I prefer Josie.
Is it because it's more akin to life in New York? It was more that kind of pace, probably.
Obviously, yeah. The transition wasn't so hard.
Yeah.
I see there was in those days like 2001, 2002. There was still that revolutionary spirit here, also in Josie too. So the reggae and the music we were playing at that time too, because 90 I think it's 96 or 98. Anyway, between 96 and 98, Sizzlers, Capletons, Luciano, Anthony B.
Right.
There was like a whole new like a
wave
whole
of
new,
Rasta music.
You know what I mean? Because it dipped. It that's why I thought we were switching up the music now.
Right.
Yeah.
But the culture, the revolutionary culture was still there. You see? So when we switched up, it was just for economics, let's be honest, you know what I mean? Because it's not to say I was looking. That's another thing I would just like to point out, true Rastafari, you see, self-sufficient. You find ways to make, to find work, you see, or you create your own work. You don't really go look for a job and stuff like that. Yeah. You see? If I did do a job, my job was to buy speakers. My job, money was to buy amplifier. To now do my own job.
Yeah.
You understand? So I could leave that job.
Absolutely.
You see? Save myself. So I was self-sufficient on my sound system. It was paying for me, paying for my youths, paying for all the things that I had there, paying for my food, paying for my roof. That's what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? It paid for that. But again, I had to just like leave away the fire.
Right.
Yeah, you see, and mix it up.
Yeah.
But the fire came back with Sizzler them and all them came back in. And I thought I could have bring that. That's again, I hear what I say, that's the key word. I thought I could have do that here.
Right.
But unfortunately, it's not like that.
Okay.
It's not like that.
So did you build a new sound system here, or did you bring the old set
I bought
from
the
New York?
old sound system here, but then here there was power issues and everything like that. Yeah, there was also power issues. There wasn't good text here also. Like there was like you remember, I don't want to talk on the side, but you remember the time when I went to go get my wife knows there was some issues with some 18s I had.
Okay.
And we had got a guy to do it. And my lord, the man, he hit me hard. He hit me hard, man. When we turned on, it's like smoke was coming out.
Stop it.
It's like, it's like, you understand, you know? It was like, no, man,
Wasn't
you know
up
what I
to
mean?
the standard.
What did you
required.
do, my
Yeah,
brother?
yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
know.
I got smoke coming out my speakers, you know what I mean?
Not good.
So I had to shift up. I had
Right.
to shift, yeah. Even the boxes, I even got a guy here to do boxes, and it was like, brr, brr, brr.
Rattling. Okay.
My brother, the standards was very,
Okay.
you know. It's not. I don't think that the brothers was intentionally, but I just think there's economics. You know what I mean? They just
Right.
was like, okay, I just need the money, bro. I don't care how my.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna do something, you're gonna make sure that you do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But now some of the brothers, you know, the mindset. I just want the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't care if it's I don't care if it lasts you 2 days.
Yeah. It might be a thing where if you're in a culture or an environment where you're accustomed to
Yeah.
that standard,
Yeah.
this is how we do sound from the 70s, from the
Yeah.
80s to the 90s. By the time you get to these times, it have to be done to a certain
It
standard
had to
or
be,
quality.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe they didn't quite have that kind
Not
of sentiment.
here,
right?
not here.
So it might have been that as well.
Yeah, so you know, I did get a chance. There was a company that was going through something, and I don't know, true Jah works. You know what I mean? I just happened to be the right place at the right time, and I had the cash. You know what I mean? The brother was selling stuff, and I was like, pass it on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then now I learned along the ways. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
just don't push to the level that it'll burn.
Yeah, of
Because if
course.
you got something that's OG here, you better keep it keep it that. Because if you lose the original one, it's going to be very hard to get
Okay.
that vibe again. Yeah, it's going to be very hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Just really quickly, we didn't really touch on it, but
Yes.
did you have a sense of where the music fit in as far as the history of South Africa and the transition from apartheid to post-apartheid? Did you get a sense of, did you get that from any of the elders?
What I learned when I came in is that reggae was a part of the revolution
Yeah.
for the transition, which is Lucky Dube.
Right.
Yeah, one Lucky Dube. So, but then I just started to realize it was just Lucky Dube. And it's like, okay, Lucky Dube.
Okay. what about the rest of it?
For real.
Can we get some more in there? Because, you know, I'm so used to
Yeah.
100, 200 different people there.
Yeah. For real.
Oh,
No, because when we was reasoning with my man the other day, it was a thing like they definitely, the South Africans, they had an awareness that outside of South Africa in the black diaspora, we were all rooting for these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Brigadier Jerry, enough artists, enough.
You know what I mean? And from Peter Tosh, Jimmy
Tosh,
Cliff,
yes.
even Eddie Grant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Different tunes. And what was the name of that band? Free Nelson Mandela. There was this international...
UB40, all these ones.
Yeah. Everyone sung for South Africa.
Yeah.
Everyone sung. So we heard that. Okay, so I guess reggae on the outside of South Africa. Because there was another brother here who's from Malawi. But see, again, out of South Africa. His name was JJ. Carlos JJ.
All right.
He's also from but I heard he passed on. But I heard now, I used to think he was local, but he's from Malawi.
All right.
From Malawi, but he just resided here in South Africa.
Okay.
So, but again, going along the line of playing the music, that's when I realized, okay, there's still a lack of knowledge.
Right.
Yeah, there's still a lack of knowledge here.
Right.
You see, here, of pushing it. Yeah. So we push, and then we establish something with a sound system culture here in South Africa.
So you've established your sound in Africa. When did the rest of it fall into place? Like you have a shop, you have a whole business, you're doing arts and culture, and how did that all come together?
That is Rastafari. Because now let's say like this now. When I was here in Johannesburg, my now mentor is Ras Chiedza. Now Ras Chiedza, Ras Dawit, and I think which is my brother and all them. They all established stores.
Right.
My brother in Zimbabwe was because he's also African Shumba, but he used to the East. He used to call himself the East on that side. Ras Chiedza was Seal of Ujamaa, right? Seal of Ujamaa. and I think Ras Garvey was, I can't remember the name of his place. He had something in Cape Town.
Okay.
Right. So I was under Ras Chedza's wing. So I stayed with Ras Chedza. And he used to tell me that roots, the reggae music roots, you know what I mean? You better get something else.
Right.
Yeah. But the music is in me. I didn't really know too much. But then, going back and forth to the States, again, like I said, when we're there and through the powers of Rastafari, you link up with other people. Mm-hmm. So then there was another elder in the States also too, Ras Glenn. Okay. So Ras Glenn knew that I used to go back and forth.
Right.
So during the time I was going into New York, I would go in during the summertime. During the summertime is festive time. So festive time is when you do your pop-up shops, your stuff like that.
Right.
So I used to buy my little ones-in-ones items and then resell it with this brother called Ras Glenn, because he used to have the main tent and everything like that.
Okay.
And then we worked on that vibe.
Right.
Then when I came back in to South Africa, I met my queen around 2003.
Okay.
So when I met by her, now we used to also sell little stuff on the side, little trinkets and little stuff like that on the side. So that's how we evolved into that.
Okay.
Yeah, because we got married I got married in 2005. So when I got married to her, I moved from Johannesburg, from under Chedza's wing, and I moved to the East Rand, Kuruleni.
Right.
This is where I'm right now. Okay. And then we set up a little street stall, and that's how we went from just from a pop-up tent.
Okay.
It just grew from
that. And it grew from that, and that was from 2005 till now.
Right.
Yeah.
So books, clothing,
incense, soaps, anything that I used to bring from the States, because I would never try to do what a local was doing.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If a local's doing that, I'm doing something different.
Right,
yeah. I never tried to mess with the local economy because I knew that was a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just impolite.
You know what I mean? It's like, you just come in and
without yourself.
push yourself on like this, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Again, remember, I always tell people, please, people, when you come into Africa, I understand, we know you know the thing. We know you know the thing. Yeah. But please humble down and just chill, let the locals do what they gotta do. Observe and try your hardest not to step on toes.
Right.
And you'll go through.
So in terms of like say like you're doing clothing and things like that, do you try and sort of create little pockets where people are doing different, like they're actually manufacturing the clothes, and do you get into the design stuff like that, or do you just buy?
Tried to do something like that. But again, the quality of the brothers and the sisters. Right. Maybe you're gonna, like I said, you'll give it the full 100. They'll give it like 50% or something like that. Because their main objective is that I'm here. I put my time in. Yeah. Pay me. Yeah. I don't care if the stitch is going like this.
Yeah. Right.
You want the stitch to go like this.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do like that.
So as the purchaser, you have control over the quality.
Yeah,
if it's not up to scratch, you're not buying it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what's going to, you see, if somebody, because you may think this, but you'll see with us, especially Rasta, because the people here is not used to seeing a Rastafari owned store or something like that. So you'll see people like, and for some strange reason here, also here in South Africa, I don't know, like, Rasta got this type of thing for shady business. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they got that like that, but you'll see the people that you'll see them when they'll touch the texture.
Okay.
Make sure you know what I mean? I'm like, why? I mean, I see you going shopping in these other stores. I don't see you giving it such a rigorous.
To Gucci yet.
Pulling it like, I'm like, well, why are you pulling it so hard? Like that is a t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like, no, we gotta just make sure. If I wash this, it's gonna, you know what I mean? It's not gonna fade off in one wash.
Because the ideal scenario is to have several cottage industries that all feed into the same thing.
Yes.
And as long as you have a level or a standard of excellence, it's supposed to thrive.
It's supposed to thrive.
But
you see. So you know that the Chinese are also here too. So I think And the Chinese also was like, oh, Rasta stuff is selling. So
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
yeah, if you bring in 10 t-shirts, I'm going to bring in 100 t-shirts. You understand?
Yeah.
So we grew on the levels that the people knew that we were going overseas.
Right, importing your own.
So it's already in the head.
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
From England, what?
Yeah.
Exclusives.
Okay.
Yeah. If I bring in one t-shirt, if I bring in 2 t-shirts, the dandadas in the area, they know that they're the only one in the t-shirt.
right, okay.
And they know me personally, so they know I'm going to have this t-shirt for the next 7-8 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what helped us to grow. You know what I mean?
And do you find this business is kind of falling hand in hand with the sound?
It was beautiful. Like I'm going to say it was a beautiful thing before that the horror came of COVID.
Yeah, absolutely.
The horror of COVID. But what I would do is this, that I was not making money, say, on the sound system as self, because when we first came in, we did the dances and stuff like that, So there was the hype of, King was from New York, from the States. It was that hype, the hype. Right. But now he's not leaving.
Yeah, you see here all the time. Permanent.
Yeah, he's not leaving. He's staying here.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So why is he staying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then he got married. He's got married now. Yeah, I got married. There's a child now. Wait.
Yeah.
So he's not like okay, Africa, my motherland, I want to stay. But as soon as you get the money,
Right.
I'm out. He's staying. You know, you understand? So the whole attitude changed.
Okay.
So now it's no longer like, okay, I really need to pay you no more because you us now. You down with us now. Come with something else.
Right.
That's where the clothes now come in. And that's where everything comes in. So again, whatever my elder was selling in Yeovil, we tried to do something different.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I always try to do. I've never tried to be exactly what a person is doing. Yeah. And if I did what the person is doing, he may be in one area, I am making sure you're going to at least drive another 30 to 40 minutes to get to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? I'm not going to be right next door to him or down the block from him. I'm far from him, far from any vibrations and stuff like that.
And by having that attitude, you've created your own kind of USP in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
You've created your own unique selling point.
Yes, my lord. Yeah. Yes, my lord. You see,
by having that attitude.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yeah. Because when we moved to Alberton, like I said, there was no one. There was brothers there. Local brothers were there. Yeah. You see, but again, they were selling what you could get in the markets here, the Chinese markets and stuff like that. Yeah. So I was not stepping on no toes and nothing like that.
Cool.
You see, and then whatever we made from the shows, if we have extra, as we already learned already, of course, then you do what? You keep a little free dance. You know what I mean? If you have the extra money, you give a little food, because you know what I mean? Food, music, dance. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's how that's how we were taught to get your blessings.
That's right.
Yeah, my dad used to cook for people. We learned that from my father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He cooked for people.
Yeah.
Good vibes come.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, good vibes come because my household wasn't man kicking in my door and all type of craziness like that. We didn't grow we never grow like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's how we did it. Yeah.
The correct energy.
We try.
It's like that energy coming like seeds. They don't put in the right soil.
Yeah.
If it don't water good.
Yeah.
And not getting the good growth and the crops. You know what I mean?
You see, so
and the crops is the blessings, I'm sure.
100%, my lord. And so then once I get youths, you know what I mean? Yeah. I just want to make sure that at least they can say, you know what, hey, because again, right? We never base this thing on color and that type of thing like that. You know what I mean? We base it upon character. So even if when I leave this my physical, then youths is going to know. They say, okay, all right, your dad maybe we didn't have a thing, but the character, I'm never rob nobody or
it's clean work.
Yeah, jerk nobody out there or take guide girls and because that used to be a thing here, all these foreigners come in, they take our women, and they want to take our jobs. I took a girl that would you consider that my wife, my queen, you would consider be what they would say she's a colored or something like that. So you know what I mean? I never touched nobody, empress and you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, model off in a dance with somebody, empress or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Leave everybody to be, you know what I mean?
So.
Yes, King.
An established sound man, artisan, businessman, entrepreneur, too much label, but very, very inspiring.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Give
I think the indomitable spirit, is that the word? Indomitable? That's that word.
That's it.
But that spirit of can do
Yes,
is very pervasive with the one that
Rastafari.
we've spoken down here, especially when I come from the western side and come and sit down there. So,
Repatriate, yes. Yes,
so
right.
that's extremely it's heartwarming
Yes, King,
as well,
yeah.
that you can come down there and bring your integrity. And like you say, you don't rob nobody, you don't take nothing from nobody. You come with love.
Yes, King.
And you
Yes,
see the rewards of
Yes,
it.
King.
So
Yes.
I love that. So apart from your blessed family, I know all your youths are homeschooled, so that demonstrates a next level of
Next level
tender, loving care that you have with your jewels.
Sure.
So what does the eye do outside of the music and the business? They have other interests, like
Hobbies.
Other hobbies and
baking.
stuff like
One looks at hobby when you have
Yeah, like hobbies, yes.
What do you
'cause
mean,
it's
hobbies?
just work. It's just work, and how can I say? Because you're always going to be on the attack. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just trying to push off the attackers and stuff like that, and that's just the negative energy, and that's obvious. You're going to get that. They said if you're not getting that, you ain't doing nothing.
No.
Yeah, they say that. So
say that. You gotta
so that's
have your
why.
haters.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah.
If they say that, what is it? Who was it? The basketball player. I forgot his name. Ivan Harrison off. I forgot his name because I really don't get into the basketball thing. Allen Iverson or something.
All right.
Yeah. If 10 people love you, 100 people hate you.
Yeah.
100 people love you, 1,000 people hate
Yeah.
you.
Right.
1,000 people love you, 10,000 hate
That's
you.
the ratio.
Yeah. So it's like you feel it. You actually feel that force. You actually feel it,
Right.
and you're not even really pushing yourself to be on those levels. But for some strange reason, it just happens. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's based on your relative success as well, because if you were failing miserably, you wouldn't have that many
You wouldn't
haters.
get as many haters. Sure, my lord. Sure, my lord. Sure,
I mean,
sure.
but when
yeah.
I see you establish and thrive, it's
Yeah.
a problem.
So that's what really I'm based on, and keeping it spiritual on a level. You know what I mean? As you say, physical, not staying too much in the spiritual, but balance.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Physical and spiritual.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
most
And then we just do our everyday thing, which is what pay bills, and keep the house, and
Looking back over your journey so far, what advice would you give to your younger self?
be more
Apart
humble.
from do it earlier.
Yeah.
Be more humble.
Be more humble.
Yeah, be more humble. Try to be more.
That's coming from a humble man.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm-
No. The fire is there. The fire is there. The fire ignites sometimes.
Right,
It
right.
ignites. Like I told you, once you feel like you're getting that, they say like you push a dog against a wall, he's gonna bite.
Yeah.
Sometimes people push you those levels.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You get those ones. I don't know if they want you to do that. They have a
people do.
problem with the humbleness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see that energy.
Yeah.
We're always getting tested on those levels. Yeah.
I think it's the nature of bullying. And a bully would never
My
go
lord,
bully
that's
somebody
it.
that's big.
Bullying,
Whereas
yeah.
bully somebody smaller. More.
Ask my wife. I always tell her I hate bullies.
Yeah.
I hate to use the word hate, but I don't like bullies, man. If you approach me nicely, we're good to go. But you
Yeah.
come with that bully vibe, then we gotta switch up. Then we gotta switch up. You know what I mean?
What advice would you give to someone looking to repatriate to Africa?
Don't rush.
Don't rush.
Don't rush. Take your time. Do your homework. Get online. Those days there was no online with me.
Right.
Those days it was just verbal, like people talking. Yeah, don't listen to too much people. Go and see yourself.
Right.
Yeah, come out and see. Put the boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Put the boots on the ground. Run up and down. See what's up. Take advice from ones. Don't be too hard. You know what I mean? And take your time and come in.
What does that say about managing your expectations also?
If your expectations is too high, you're gonna get hurt.
And if they're too low,
Yeah.
you'll miss
You
opportunities,
miss opportunity,
right?
yeah. Try to again balance.
Yeah.
Try to keep yourself balanced. You know what I mean? You do the work too. Don't just take all advice. When I first came in here, they used to tell me all Zulus are thieves, all Zulus are stupid, all Costa people is this, all this. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get it from stupid. And I mixed people are gangsters. Yeah, you know what I mean? I didn't listen to none of that stupid talk.
learn for yourself.
I have to do for myself. And I found out that you find wickedness in all of them.
Yeah, of course. You have to take people at face value, obviously.
Yeah, you find wickedness in all of them. Even the ones that was like, oh my Lord, Rastafari, Selassie is the greatest. Whatever. If I turn my back on you, stab me in my back.
Exactly.
Just as fast as any dude that came to me, yo, my nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Same vibe.
So true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so.
And if you had a young person wanted to get into sound system business, what would you tell them?
I tell them come through. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Keeps you fit. Yeah. Keeps your mind creative.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fit and the mind is creative. Because you especially if you want to challenge. If you come in as a challenger, oh man, you get to go.
Right.
Because you got to have intelligence. You can't come and challenge nobody with no intelligence. Forget it.
Right.
Yeah, don't even go into that battlefield because they'll tear you apart. Yeah. People, I used to tell people that, don't think it's not vinyls and, because they'll come out, no man, play this tune and no man. It's about what comes out that mouth.
Right. Yeah.
I seen guys take guys down to tears just by using their mouth.
Yeah.
Don't care what music you got in your box.
My Lord, even the crowd going, the tune played that, the man come on like, that tune. Take that tune and shove it up your butt, and they show the people just laughing. Time you come back on, the people's like, boo, come off this.
Because at the end of the day, it's the entertainment industry.
Yes,
You're
sir.
entertaining
Yes,
people.
sir.
And if you got two dances and each one on each side of the street, they're going to go where they're going to be entertained. It's not necessarily because, they got the most exclusive music.
Yes,
it
sir.
don't work like that.
Yes, sir. It don't work like that. Who brings the fire and maintain it? Yeah, because a lot of the guys, they go up, drop back down, and they can't get back up again. It just dance is dead all the while, you know what I mean? So that's the vibe.
Well, my brother, you've been keeping the fire raging for decades.
Sure, my Lord.
An inspiration to a lot of people.
We give thanks.
Definitely an inspiration to me. I'm very humbled
We give
to
thanks,
have
yeah.
met you and feed off of your energy.
Yes, King.
Because we have to feed off of each other's energy
Each
in
one,
the
each one.
nicest and
Sure.
nicest possible way. So, Brother King Roots,
Yes, I-
do honorably and humbly give
Thanks,
thanks
Simon. Bless you, love,
for
huh?
your time
Thank
and
you,
your
man.
story. We love it.
Give thanks, I read.
That's it.
Beautiful.
I read, give thanks.
This
Soldier.
has been Garvey's Ghost in the Spectrum of Roots. We'd like to thank all the viewers and the listeners. Don't forget to tune into the next episodes coming soon. Peace and love.
That's it.
Bless.
Bless.
That's
Fire.
Sila.